As the dev team has outlined their intentions to finally deal with Planetside's long-standing issues, I thought I'd compile some of the oldest bugs that are still plaguing the game, trying my best to find a consistent way to reproduce them and how to deal with them as a player. Most of these bugs are at least multiple years old, with some of them going back 7 or 8 years at varying degrees of complexity. Terminal Shadow Reload. Resupplying at a terminal while reloading your tertiary weapon, being your rocket rifle and launcher, locks you into a shadow reload of that weapon performed through the animation of your primary, that you can't switch out of. Easiest way to get around it is to obviously switch to your weapons before resupplying. Now you can make an argument for resupply spamming being negative for the game on its own, but this bug sure isn't counteracting it. The glitched ManaTur Hitbox. The engineer ManaTur glitch has been an infamously random source of frustration, but we've gotten as close as possible to reproducing it somewhat consistently. The turret has to be angled to either side, and then you kinda just look up and down again. It doesn't always work, and it's possible that specific movements can undo it, but that's the best we've got on it. What this does is move the hitbox off the turret to whatever side you angle to. So while the head might be somewhat covered, your entire left or right side will be hittable. Broken object hitboxes and invisible walls. Not much to explain here. Pretty much every object in the game has a larger hitbox than it should. Obviously not something to easily fix, but maybe a long-term project down the line to optimize the FPS experience. What is much easier to fix though are the massive invisible walls in some places in the game. Like this biolab area has been fucked since launch. Please fix. Placing deployables while dying locks them. Dying while attempting to place beacons or shield region fields can put you into an infinite cooldown, making you unable to place them. The only way to fix this is logging out, making this a pretty severe problem. Cooldowns don't reset after switching continents. Pretty much the same issue as before. Switching continents while you have any active cooldowns running can freeze the timer. This applies to any vehicle abilities or infantry deployables, and is also only fixable by relogging. The infinite lock-on bug. Dodging a lock-on used to be a pretty rare occurrence, but since the introduction of the Swarm and the most recent Striker rework, it's far from a difficult feat to achieve. With that comes a bug that can keep the beeping going for up to a minute if you manage to escape one. Outfit members showing up as level 1. Newly invited outfit members will show up as level 1 in the member list. Only mildly confusing, but I might as well mention it. Aircraft render before anti-air turrets do. All aircraft render at roughly 950 meters. Anti-air turrets can shoot around 750 meters far. The turrets themselves only render at 600 meters. So as a pilot you can and will get shot by turret goblins from ranges where you can't even fight back. An inherently broken interaction that should not be happening. Getting blocked by the yellow shields. Holding space when trying to pass through these yellow shields while getting to the roof of a spawn building will sometimes block you. Again, a minor inconvenience, but man does it bother me. Infinite range Cortium harvesting. By quickly pressing the left mouse button 3 times in a row, you can harvest Cortium without needing to hold left click and without even needing to be in range of the Cortium node. Cortium harvesting is already easy enough, this really doesn't need to be in the game. Here's a lightning round on spawn related issues. Map pulling MBTs and lips without a tech plant isn't possible on Esamir. If you have enough nanites to pull with an outfit discount, you can't map pull, but it costs you the correct amount. Map pull can show as hacked when all terminals are fine. Vehicle stealth doesn't work right after pulling, potentially lag related. Spawns in the top left menu will often show as longer than they actually are. These last few bugs are more dependent on server latency and lag, making them much harder to reproduce and give an in-depth explanation. But they can lead to some of the most frustrating and unfair moments the game has to offer, so I wanted to still highlight them. People rendering into late after exiting vehicles or turrets. This one's a classic. You destroy a tank or hack a turret, and out comes a bunch of bullets. The source of those bullets only ends up being visible on your dev screen when it's way too late. The muddy ground glitch. The game somehow renders extra textures that you can walk on and obscure your vision of other players. It seems to start triggering whenever you redeploy to faraway hexes, but only after your first time entering a vehicle for that session. To fix it momentarily, you can increase your infantry render distance by clicking and then decreasing it again, or by entering and exiting any vehicle. To prevent it entirely, you need to have your global render distance above both the vehicle and aircraft render distance. Some of these bugs have been weighing on the game for the longest time, so I thought I'd shine a definite spotlight on them now in sort of a last-ditch attempt. I'm aware that exposing some of these glitches can lead to more abuse at this point, but that's a risk I'm willing to take. If just a single one of these bugs gets fixed, I would be more than happy and probably get a bunch more enjoyment out of playing the game. Also thank you to TestMe and Crafterwick for helping me compile, test and reproduce some of the bugs on this list. If there's any other bugs that bother you, recent or not, feel free to share them in the comments, and I'll see you for the next video.